Okay, so let's get started.
Sure. Probably.
Wonderful journey theme.
It's going to be a great journey.
I still have to play that game and I already have the theme. That's so sad.
I don't have a PS3, so I can't, but I've heard so many good things.
Yeah, so have I. I'm going to probably end up muting this out if there's cutscene stuff, of course.
There's not really, so we could just keep talking about Journey and fake people into thinking we're playing that.
I want cinematics! Oh, what the... autosave. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
You'll eventually get cinematics.
Here goes.
Yep.
Brightness is okay.
Oh, that's good.
I like living dangerously. Subtitles, yes.
Oh god, always subtitles.
Yes. I don't understand why some games have that off by default.
I didn't understand why some games didn't have them at all, but that seems to be a trend in video games that was going away. So that's good.
Oh god, this
Yes.
So I told you that I wanted to name this character something, even though it's just pretty much cosmetic because of the file stuff.
Hey,
So
go
as opposed to something dirty. Hang on a second.
I'll give you a moment for the keypad.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yes. I remember playing with the PS3 one time, and I don't know why they decided to go with the keypad.
But yes, we are going to name him Gunther.
Ooh! I like it already. I like where this is going.
We don't have an umlaut, so we'll have to make do. I don't think anybody will get on my case about this.
Make an E. Like OE. That's what an umlaut is.
I think we'll make do over there.
You're no
can
fun.
Be perfect. Nothing can be perfect.
So what game are we playing again?
I think we're playing Oblivion.
Oh, I love that game.
What constellation was I born under? Let's see. Okay, so...
What kind of thing would you like to be doing with the game so far? I'll steer you in a direction, but not necessarily... I'll let you pick what you want, but don't take deprived.
I'm not taking Wanderer or Thief. I'm noticing
Wanderer is
a trend.
actually pretty decent.
All these guys have shields. This can only mean good things.
Oh, absolutely.
Even the mage has a shield.
Yep, shields are kind of indispensable. Granted, there's a difference between all these shields they have that you would never know from all this, but... It's...
Well, clearly.
A lot of it has to do with, the amount of physical damage that it blocks. So, I think...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Awkward. Well, we are not doing that for a number of reasons.
Yes, you should probably go with Warrior, in that case.
Yeah, it's the top of the list for a reason, I'm thinking. And Deprived, well... Gift.
The gifts are interesting in that they really, for a very first-time player, they aren't going to make a massive difference beyond early game. There are some that are better than others, but the only one that's really far and away better, in my opinion, is the Master Key, and that would only really make sense for you to get if you were a more experienced player and knew where to use the Master Key to get all sorts of fun stuff early.
Well, what if I was a natural at this game and I just, was suddenly incredibly good? I might be compelled to, but who am I kidding? Healing.
Also, the Tiny Witches ring, or the Tiny Beings ring, that's a typo. It actually just increases your max health, when you're wearing it, instead of slowly recovering.
Okay, so... Goddess's Blessing, I suppose.
Those are good, so are the Black Fire Bombs. I'd say at the start, either of those would probably be nice, though I will tell you that you'll get a regular source of healing fairly quickly.
Okay, Physique.
Oh, this stuff is all just fun things.
Cosmetic? Whoa. Well...
Yeah.
Okay, let's just keep it average. I don't want to waste too much time on this.
I love how they call it like a proportionately small head.
That guy looks so happy. But no, we're gonna be a commoner. He's indifferent.
I'm just gonna be an everyman. I'm okay with that. Also, having hair is good, I guess.
Yeah.
Not that I have any right now, but still.
You don't? Oh, I'm sorry. Awkward. Let's go black. Okay, and I suppose that's good.
Yep, and from here comes pretty much one of the only cutscenes in the game, so you better pay some good attention.
Gunther, you've gotten yourself into a shitstorm.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Curiosity killed. Hey.
Well, it's kind of a
what choice
good thing,
do I have?
pretty much. Welcome to Dark Souls. If you didn't catch most of the story there, don't worry about it.
Well, pillage time, but thou must.
Yep. There really aren't any limits to how much stuff you can hold, so there isn't really any reason not to pick up pretty much any items you see.
Okay, so it controls just like the first one. Use the D-pad to cycle around the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Got the stamina up at the top.
Yep.
And the red meter, I wonder what that is for.
That would be your fighting spirit. If you run out of that, then you cease to fight.
Hmm.
No, it's health points.
You had me going for a moment. Oh. Well, that's... Y'all could have at least thrown a thou or thy in there. I'm reminded of the Metal Gear Solid stuff. Snake, push the action button.
Yeah, this kind of stuff only really appears in this particular dungeon because this is the tutorial section. The interesting thing is that these things are actually in the same kind of format as all of the tutorial, like as all of the player messages in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But this is really one of the few places you'll see tutorial stuff. Also, that is a bad guy, but he isn't really going to do much to you because he's all undead and insane and stuff.
Okay, so not worth fighting him?
Oh, of course you gotta fight him.
Very worth fighting him. I challenge thee, sir.
Souls are souls. For the most part, everything in the game wants to kill you, so it's nice to get some measure of revenge.
And I see the ragdolls are about the same.
Oh, of course. Half the fun. Oh yeah, and if something big and white doesn't appear right away, you didn't drop anything. There's some enemies that kind of hide it, but not others not so much.
They'll give it up eventually.
It's mostly because the item itself gets caught in the ragdoll, which is great.
I still remember the ragdolls being goofy. I'm glad that stayed around.
Oh, they are goofy as hell, and it's amazing when you start to get to some of the other enemies in the game. It's all pretty basic to start.
Is this basically just screwing around here? Or... Yeah, there's not any souls. Oh, there is souls coming off them, I think. Oh yeah, I am getting it. Currency,
Yeah.
bottom right.
Bottom right corner is your experience gauge / money gauge / souls. Catch all for everything. Eventually you'll be using them for all sorts of things, but I wouldn't get too attached to the things that you get in this dungeon.
I remember in the first one it took, what is it, like a little while until you beat the first boss before they start letting you upgrade, I believe.
Yep, this game has something similar. And it would not surprise me very much if you happen to not be able to hold on to all of the souls you happen to collect here.
Okay, the fact they're putting this tip right here in a big open area makes me a little, just a mite bit uneasy. than that.
This area is safe. We'll start there. However, the big stick thing sticking out there is a bonfire.
It's
You
not
want
much of
those.
one. Hey! Trophy! I'm already making progress. I have tied my trophy record for Demon Souls.
Congratulations.
It's not
I would
exactly
also rest at the bonfire.
not exactly the bonfire I had in mind. Whoa.
Better?
That was pretty rad.
Mm-hmm. That happens every time.
Well, I love burning stuff too, but that doesn't happen to me. Oh, okay. So, not much off the sides, I'm guessing. Since this is early on, I doubt they're going to be hiding too much around.
Pretty much. That's not a
Pretty
good strategy to go for the whole game, but
Well, yeah, I mean, because this is still
Here,
the tutorial
there's-
area.
I hear footsteps.
On your end or my end? Or on the game's end?
On the game's end.
Wait a sec. I'm getting bad memories here.
I have no idea
Oh.
what you could possibly be talking about.
Oh, this again.
Hi there.
Oh. Hey, guy. Okay. Plan. No, that's not the plan. Oh,
Whatever
well,
plan you just picked was probably a bad plan.
Yes, it was the worst plan. Why am I not... Okay, I should have learned how to sprint before doing this.
Ooh, that probably would have been a good idea.
Circle sprinting. I am learning under fire.
Perfect. You are going to be so good at this game.
Locked. Oh, doctor.
There is
Hey.
another door.
Yeah, the one I came through.
Nope, that's actually a different one.
Oh. I don't think so, buddy.
I'm just going to watch, and it's beautiful.
Rude!
Welcome to, first boss of Dark Souls.
Rude.
Well, see, it's a little better than you might think, because you're not allowed to fight him anymore. Well, you will have to fight him, but not through that way. You're going to be a little bit better prepared by the time you see him next.
Kick his ass.
Now, I will
Bonfire.
tell you, in hindsight, it would have been possible to beat him with the black fire bombs, and if you want to beat him the very first time, what most people do, if it's not a New Game Plus, is throw all of their black fire bombs at him.
Well, I was throwing them, but I did not throw them at him. You see,
Yes, I did notice that.
I was trying to, what's the word? I was trying to scare him. It was fear tactics, you see, and I think it was working because towards the end he did keep his distance. Shield.
By the way, rest at that bonfire.
I did not. I'm sorry.
Yes, when you light a bonfire for the very first time, it does not count as resting it.
Oh, come on, guy. He could have just... Oh. Well, I'll let him off. He did just kind of get knocked around, just a tiny bit.
Just a bit ganked.